Oh, fabulous news for that. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, we knew it was on the cards. Didn't realise it was going to come out on a Saturday night enough, but there you go. Well done to him. Well done to him. You know, there's some folk going to turn and say maybe poo-hoo a wee bit simply because of his activities and his poor, shall we say, poor management of himself at the game, during the game. So maybe people say that he might not deserve it, but I say good luck to him. And Rangers need him, for sure.
It's a good move for me. Blue Shadow ties him up. Financially, maybe means that whatever clauses you've improved them and he's got a wage rise. Everybody's happy.
I think so. Everybody's happy, but I think if it had been me, it's like you nearly put this in doubt with your actions the other night. Just temper him a wee bit, but I'm glad about it. It ties him up for the Rangers for the next few years, and anybody that wants to come in is going to have to put their hand deep in their pocket to get him from us.
Aye. Fox, starter for you today, Alfredo?
Always would be a starter for me up front. I think he's improved dramatically under Mr. Gerrard, and I think it's only actually a year extra deal in it. Plus, I take his wages went up by a few quid. But good forward planning by Rangers. We're going to need this boy in the long season ahead and the seasons after that. Then we'll cash in and get 100 million for him.
Yeah. Bridgeman, what's your team for the day, mate, before it's announced?
Well, I'd said the other night there, as far as I was concerned, I would be going for the normal back four, before 4-2, and I'd be going in the midfield. I'd be putting Jack just in front of the back four, and I'd be playing three just in front of them. Would be, if Koulibaly's fit, then it'd be a Jerry, a Koulibaly, and Kent. If not, it'd be Arfield for Koulibaly, and Morelos and Laugh up front. That's who I'd go for.
My team's slightly different for you. It's a 4-3-3, a 4-5-1. It's I would have a back four with Boran at left back. Jack, Arfield and Koulibaly if they're off. Jack, Ajira and Koulibaly if Koulibaly's fit. If no, the same swap for me, Arfield, and I would have Big Kyle on the left, Candias on the right, and obviously the Buffalo up front, and that's when you've not got a ball, it's a 4-5-1, and when you've got it, it's a 4-3-3. Blue Shadow?
Virtually the same team as yourself, except on the left-hand side I'd have Kent rather than you had Lafferty. Big Laughs to come off the bench to score the winner for us.
What about yourself, Fox? Oh, I don't like when he goes quiet, Bridge.
I think I would go for a surprise. I would give them a surprise. I'd go 3-5-2. I'd bring in Worrell and take the gamble. It would be Worrell, Goldson and Katic at the back. I would go with Tav and Barasic as the wing backs. Midfield of Ryan Jack, Ajaria, and either Arfield or Koulibaly if he makes it, with Morelos and Lafferty up top.
Bold, Fox, pretty bold. What happens if they play one?
I don't think we've anything to lose. Nobody's expecting us, bar the Rangers support, to win here. Everybody's got us beat. So I would give them a fresh problem, something that they've not seen us playing.
You know, that is very bold, Foxy. I thought I would have been the first person to come out and say that. I was hoping that the first time we got a good quality back three, and the first game at Ibrox, that's when I would play them as a 3-5-2 to see if it works for us. But we've certainly got the personnel now. There's no excuses. We can go ahead and do it. And if he does play it today, brave man, and I'll be right behind that, right behind it.
All right, so that's your thoughts on the team. We'll be getting in approximately 7 minutes. So if people want to join us and give us their thoughts for all the Rangers world, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. We'll be brought into the call with old school Blue, who's sitting all on his lonesome today, Fox, isn't it?
Poor old Terry.
Oh, wait a minute. What about he's the opposite of Samson, mate. He shaved his hair off and he's got magical powers back again, eh? What about that? You see the picture?
Aye, he looks 10 years older to me, but you see me.
Oh, that's a shocking thing to say, you.
Aye. And does this feel a bit different for the games at the back end of last season for you, Blue Shadow?
It does. We're quite clearly a far better side than we were like at the games at the end of last season. And I'm feeling even more confident now. I was a wee bit worried about if Koulibaly wasn't available, what Ejaria would be like. But after that game against UFA, particularly the last 20 minutes, my concerns over the young man have dropped quite considerably. I don't think he's quite as strong in the tackle as Koulibaly is, and I love him to be fit. But I think the lad will do us proud.
I hope so, mate. I hope so. I mean, he's improving every game. He scored 2 goals in the last 2 games. Fox, his goal scoring at the moment's better than the Buffalo's. Bridge.
I thought Fox had disappeared there, has he?
I don't like it when he goes quiet, mate. Agina, he's playing well.
I think he's playing absolutely wonderfully well. I mean, really and truly, from 8 weeks ago when he first started playing football for us properly, you can see the difference. He's grown and grown and grown. He's absolutely superb. What a wonderful player he is. And he's got a great future ahead of him, isn't he? If he can keep growing like this with Rangers, he goes back to his parent club for sure. They'll want him to play, or indeed maybe get buying him. You never know your luck, but I think if he plays, it keeps going the way he's going to be a star, an absolute star.
I think if he keeps going the way he's going, Bridge, we won't be able to afford him.
I'm trying to say that, I don't know whether the club have got one of these specially designed contracts on loan. The sort of option to buy thing.
Knowing that boy, mate. Knowing that boy.
Well, I would doubt it. I'm just saying, you never know. And it would be more hope than anything else.
Liverpool gave him an extension to his contract the week before he came up to sign for us.
There you go. We'll say no more. And as Blue Shadow said there, if he keeps playing, in fact, even the way he is now, he's probably out of our league insofar as transfers concerned. But you never know. Hope springs eternal. I would just love to have that boy playing for us. My goodness gracious.
He's got pace. He's got ability. He can score a goal. He's about 6'2", Bridge.
Yeah, he's just the size of Sorry, pal. Sorry.
He's got potential, mate. He go into a high level in the game.
He's the right height. I've been saying about the type of players we should be signing for the size of our club and the way we want to go forward. We should be looking for players at a certain physique. I'll use the word physique because I like to think most of our players should be playing somewhere. We should be over 6 feet, 6'1", in all probability should be the minimum we should go for.
So you when he signed Messi, you when he signed
No, I'm meaning in general.
You when he signed Pele, you when he signed Maradona.
In general.
You when he signed Johan Cruyff.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm saying to you, in general, right, that's what I would look for. But of course, there's going to be other players that don't fit that physique, and they're going to be fabulous players, and we might even be bringing some of them through ourselves. Of course, that's the case. But if we're looking for a midfielder, and we say to our top man that goes out there to buy them, look, this is what we're looking for a really good quality midfielder, it's mobile, blah, 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 and give him all the guff. If he comes back and says, got one there that's 5'9", we need to look at him, then we need to look at him. But we'll be looking, I would hope that it would be somebody that's got the physique, because we see, and we've been seeing it particularly the last 7 or 8 years, we've been seeing the build-up and the pressure on other teams to really play well against Rangers, and if they don't play well, kick them off the park to all intents and purposes. So that's what we're up against, and we need people to be able to stand up loud and proud and take nothing off them and give it back as quickly as possible. So I think you need big people, that's all I mean.
He's been consistent in his views, Blue Shadow.
He has. I think he's a bit more along your lines than I am with Bridge, because if you look at how some of these wee players that you mentioned, particularly like Messi, all the rest of them, they make these big lads change and turn towards their own goal, and they're desperately uncomfortable. And I think perhaps
I also forgot about Franco Baresi.
Aye, and the man who was just extolling the virtues 5 minutes ago, wee Morelos, who's only 5'9". So
I can't say any more than I said before. If we are starting with a fresh page, and what we're saying to our people in the scouting world is go out and find us some players, then we should be looking at it as far as possible. We're looking for people with the same qualities and as Messi, but you're not going to get them because these guys are 1 in a million, maybe 1 in 10 million. So we're looking for that. Now, you just watch it today. The size of the players that team we're going to be playing put out against us. They're nearly all big players, nearly all big, robust players. So we need to be able to say this is the type of player that we're looking for because we want to go out and play against them at their own game. If they want to show strength, we show strength. Finish.
It's so easy at Ox. You just dangle the bare hook.
Oh, I know we never liked Baresi.
Don't you? I just think the Bridges never get out of that small man syndrome. Is that what you call it?
That might be
it's not the size of the body; it's the size of the heart inside the body that matters to me.
Yeah, I think we've moved on, and so far as footballing is concerned, you look at all the top quality teams in the world have all got big fellas playing for them, particularly in their defensive midfield area and so on and so forth. I don't need to tell you that. You just look at Stoke City with the last 2 years ago, massive guys, and every one of them 6'4".
What height is that? What height is that, Kante?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. The finest defensive midfielder possibly on the planet at the moment.
Yes, we know well, nobody's saying there's not going to be others that can't do it. I'm just saying that if that's what we're looking for, let's go out and look at them first.
Right, teams
right. Here's
somebody's
the team.
Put their camera on. You go. Give us the team. Big Al, the global ambassador. Turn your camera off, mate.
How do you do that? I've got a new
Press
Skype.
the camera button. Press the camera button.
Wait a minute. I've got you.
Wait a minute. Well, you can go and also go and mute. Well, Fox, give us his team. On you go, Fox.
It's Alan McGregor in goal. We don't know how they're lining up, but it's Taverner, Katic, Goldsing, and Barisic, whatever you want to call him. Ryan Jack, Ovi Ajaria, Scott Artfield, with Ryan Kent, Kyle Lafferty, and Alfred Morelos up front. So we're going with two up, Lafferty and Morelos on the park.
Is that not what the Bridgeman told you 2 minutes ago?
No necessary. Kent could go to the right, Lafferty to the left.
Is that not the personnel that was said 2 minutes ago? When you asked me what my team is?
Yes. I don't think we'll go with a 4-4-2 though. I don't. Blue Shadow.
Well, of course.
It's 4-3-3. Sorry, Blue.
No problem, Fox. No, it's not. It'll be the standard formation that we've been using in Europe. I think it'll be 4-3-3 when we're going forward, 4-5-1 when it's in defence, and I think that's the way it's going to set up. It's a combination of what everybody said, but he did pick Big Kyle in, so that should hopefully pin a few of their boys back.
Before we go to Global Ambassador, you got the substitutes, Fox?
I've got them here if you want.
On you go, mate.
It's Fodringham, McCrory, Halliday, Worrell, Flanagan, Middleton, and Candeas.
All right, look at that boy Worrell as a sub. That's brilliant.
That's straight in the door and onto the bench.
Absolutely brilliant. I love it. I just love it. I'll give him it gives him an idea what this big game's all about, doesn't it?
Mr. Global Ambassador, morning to you.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. How are you?
All right, mate. What's on your mind?
Oh, not much. Oh, Jarry will not get anywhere near that Liverpool team anytime soon, so we could have him for a couple of years.
You watched him in the second half yesterday. I'd get in the Liverpool team.
You know what it's like. That they're a good team. They're not getting away from it. So we've maybe got him for a year or two. Like, you know what I mean? He's still got a lot to do. I'm with Bridge. I want big physical guys in our team. Your Messi's, your Iniestas, your Xavi's, not. They wouldn't do any good in Scotland. You need big physical guys. We've got a big physical team at the moment. It's progressing well. We need to use that today, utilise all that strength and ability today, and get right on about these beasts. Simple as that.
I think I'll go back to Fox's statement. I think you've got to be able to play, and you've got to have the heart for it. Whether you're 5'9", 5'10", or 6 foot doesn't make a lot of difference.
You talking about in general terms, or you talking about this game today or Scottish football? What are you talking about? What are you talking about here?
In all terms, I mean, except that you want a bigger goalkeeper, you want maybe bigger centre halves, but first and foremost, if you're playing in midfield, you've got to be able to get stuck in. You've got to be able to control the ball and pass it.
I bet you can get pushed off the ball easy enough here.
Kanté doesn't get shoved off the ball.
He's not playing in Scotland, is he?
No,
he would never be in Scotland because he's a far better player than that. Well, it'd be Jason Holt. He got pushed a bit enough. He had all the things, the attributes I think you just said, desire, heart, all the things. But you've got the Lego monster in the middle of the park. He's a great white hope for Scottish football, isn't he? He couldn't get to the Premiership. So it's horses for courses. Speaking about today, I think we need to utilise all the strengths we've got. And we've got quite a few strengths now, so I'm confident for today. Just as long as the rats didn't get at the guys, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know, mate. I know. You'd be frightened to have to eat then. That wasn't a surprise to anybody.
No, was it done?
The bench, Bridge, we covered all the positions. We were a wee bit short in the forward areas looking at the bench.
You think so?
There's no centre forward on there, is there?
Well, he's got the two of them in there, isn't he? That's the truth, you're right.
Is that new winger on? I'm sorry to interrupt.
He can't play. He can't play yet. He'll be able to play the next game. Obviously, his work permit's the paperwork's been done, but it's not been improved in time. But he's not available today.
So we'll get Candace, Flanagan, Halliday, McCrory, and Middleton as basically the out players, and Worrell. So you're right, there isn't a centre forward, shall we say, a substitute centre forward in there anyway. But I dare say if something happened to one of them, they could move the team about and bring in additional midfielders. I dare say.
Kind of straight swaps, do you think, Bridge? If if something happened game plan,
that's it. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. You can shove whomever has to leave the field, whether it be injury or another thing, and then you can put Middleton out on the left and just shunt everybody in and that gets you back to 4-3-3 if you're playing 4-3-3, you know.
First time this season, Blue Shadow we've had a genuine centre half, and that's no disrespect to young Ross McCrory, but a genuine centre half on the bench if something happens.
I think it's the first time. I don't think even one of the young lads made it to the bench this season. So I mean, we've got a spare centre half if anything goes wrong, or one of the Goldson or Katic, so that's good cover. We've got a centre back that can cover each side. A full back that covers each side. I say the main discrepancy is the lack of a striker, and I'm a wee bit surprised. Although Andy Halliday did a great job for us on Thursday night, I perhaps might have dropped Andy and put in young Rudden on there just to make sure we got a centre forward.
Shadow, you're going to have to study before you come on this show. You went to Falkirk on Friday.
Oh Christ, I did read that. I forgot about that.
Either that or you need to get tablets for that dementia.
Aye, did, didn't he? I forgot he went to Falkirk. So that's quite a surprise, because that means we've got very little cover, even just Big Sadiq, innit?
It's only a 6-month deal, but it's better the boy playing games at a competitive level to take him to the next level, in my opinion.
He's only 18-year-old, he has got time as well, so that's no big deal, apart from me forgetting about it, but that's another matter.
It's the dementia, mate.
It is, it's terrible thing.
Big Al, how are you feeling, mate?
I feel good. It was Father's Day here today, so I'm happy. I've got a few bits and bobs and that, and I am happy. I'm quite confident. Look, we go into with a lot more confidence than any previous season. So what will be. Like I think the manager's he's got something about him. Like so, and there's a few players in there now. We've got that. How could you say it? I don't know. We and McGregor and Big Goldson at the back. Is the experience we've got now? You know what I mean? Determination. Lafferty up front, Jack in the middle of the pack, you know, and they players will breed confidence to the other players. So I'm very confident for today. I'm very confident for us winning the league, to be quite honest. Actually.
I hope you're right. Bridgeman, for the game at Hampden, but arguably our lowest point. I know we played them in the league after that, but arguably the semi-final because we didn't compete. I think we've got James Tavernier in the starting 11. So there's 10 changes for that team at Hampden. Yeah,
I think we've sort of pointed some of that out over the last couple of weeks as well. You know, the amount of players that are not there anymore. The word shamed isn't quite right. They were very poor against Celtic, and Celtic routed us a number of occasions. Routed us, and the difference is incredible. And if we take some of the last few games where we fought against formidable attacks against us, you know, on the pitch. Aberdeen, we were tremendous, just lost in the last minute. Motherwell, tremendous, just lost in the last minute, if you follow what I mean. Hibs, just lost in the last minute, got a man sent off and lost in the last minute. These kind of things must start to bring in a bit of mentality to the squad and the players that are in the squad. So what Mr. Gerrard's done is nothing short of miraculous. And the other night there just showed you, down to 9 men, and nearly just about 30 minutes left in the game. Officially 25, but you add in the injury time, near enough 30 minutes. What a fight back. So I think that the team across the city is going to find that this squad a wee bit different to anything they've come across in the last 2 years, that's for sure.
All right, if people want to join us, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Or you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online where you were brought into the call. Be old school, boy. It'd be great to hear from any bear that's maybe on their way to the game. The Gallon 800 Blue Shadow.
Sorry?
There's only 800 bears on their way to the game.
800 going to Parkhead, I mean, they've cut it down.
Don't tell me you missed that story as well.
I've been a cracker this morning, I know. But there's only 800 allowed. I think they'll make it more than enough noise, I'm sure. It's just one of those things. I mean, we sold the season tickets. Excuse me, and I think they've just been petty. You know, but hopefully they've got more spaces than anything else. So for me, it's all about the football, and that's why I thought we might perhaps go with Kent and Candias up top on the first half, put pressure on them, knock them out of their stride, and then bring Lafferty on to score the goals for us. But the manager knows better, so he's gone for the other way. So good on him.
Anyway, we've been joined by Rudy Bear. Morning, Rudy.
Morning, guys. How we doing? Got the
evening, Snowball.
Right, Jelly Tot, how we doing, mate?
Aye, good man. Good to hear your voice.
Got my old
Can I just say one thing? It was good to hear Ibrox on the other night there. Great to hear his voice again.
Yeah, if he's about, he should come and join us as mate.
Well said, Al. Well said.
Good to hear him.
The man's he's very romantic at the moment, so we can't afford to put him off his romance.
If he's stride, you mean?
I loved it.
I won't go as far as that, I'll tell you.
Let's just say the stag do might be back on, Big Al.
Oh, lovely. Excellent.
Rudy, what's your thoughts on the team, mate?
I like the look of it. I think when I saw it, I only wish Koulibaly was back. You know, he had a bit of that, a bit of what he gives us in midfield. You know, but apart from that, I didn't think Lafferty would have started. I honestly thought he'd be on the bench today, but he's gone for it by the looks of things. You know, as long as Lafferty and Alfredo both have got to keep the heat today, because that lot will be at it, winding them up all day. You know, so they've got to. Hopefully, Alfredo's got the nonsense out his system for the other night, you know. I mean, it's quite a potent strike force there. Big Laff who knows how to score against him. Wee Alfredo with the amount of graft he puts in, you know. Battle their centre-backs the other place, because defensively they're no great, you know. But the midfield's got to be on it the day and all, you know. But I like the look of the team. I also like the look of the bench as well. You know, it looks like we've got a couple of guys on the bench that we could bring on if needs be, that would maybe change it about for us a wee bit. So I will see how it goes. You know, I mean, I think I heard Big Al saying there, it's the first time in ages he's gone into a game, you know, with a bit of confidence. I feel the same myself, really, you know. I don't see this team getting battered about the park the way we did previously, unfortunately. I don't see it happening to this team, but we'll see how it goes. I know it's the boy Worrell straight in and straight on the bench here. They obviously think highly of the boy, you know.
I think it makes sense, Rudy, because he's only other natural centre half I've got around about the first team squad. We'll get Coven and young Ross, but I think we all agree that Ross isn't a natural centre half at this level.
Aye, you're right. You know, I mean, Joe Worrell is very highly thoughted down in England. I tell you the other day, my mate's a Nottingham Forest fan. He lives down in the Midlands. I had a wee chat to him the other day, you know, and he said you've got a great young player.
Big Al, can you go and mute, mate? We're getting your whole family noise through. Cheers, mate. On you go, Rudy.
He was saying Joe Worrell's a great young player, he says, and he's only got him for a year. We want him back next year, you know, so... they think very highly of him down there, so they do. But I'm quite surprised. Is Sadiq injured or something? I'm surprised there's no another forward on the bench, you know. I'm not sure what the story is with Sadiq, you know. It doesn't seem to feature much for some reason. Is it that they don't fully trust him, you know, or maybe is there something? I don't know. But I'm surprised he's not on the bench today, you know. But apart from that, you know.
Rudy, I'm thinking he's got a wee knock or something like that, because he played during the week and scored a couple of goals as well. Yeah. So it could have a wee knock. Other than that, it must be some sort of horror story that the manager doesn't like him or something, because that's him knowing the pool, you know. So it's quite alarming in the sense that, you know, he's been on the bench every game. You know, every game we've played, he's been on the bench, and then all of a sudden he's no.
Aye, well, that's why I'm surprised, Bridge, you know, to see him on the bench. Like you say, he scored a couple the other night, didn't he? Yeah. So you would have thought, well, you know, there's a centre forward, get him on the bench. You know, we've got two forwards on, in Lafferty and Alfredo. So I'm a wee bit surprised about that.
Well, I think Blue Shadow mentioned it earlier that we don't have a forward or a striker. But both Blue Shadow and Ox had said that we don't have a striker on the bench. So it's going to be a tactical move for them.
Talking about strikers and people scoring goals, I know we talk, and I don't know why I go into the referee this now, but has anybody seen the Partick Thistle decision for yesterday?
Oh, that was a disgrace. I'll tell you what, I'm not being funny. I did it on my laptop, and I said to the wife, watch this and tell me what you think. She says, it's a guy scoring a goal. That's what she said. It's a guy scoring a goal.
I don't know if you've seen it, Rudy. It hits the top of the net, hits the back of the net, comes back out. The linesman is a great view. It looks like the referee's standing about the edge of the box, and the two of them disallowed a goal.
I heard this morning that in fact the referee was giving, and he's apparently talking to the linesman. He was giving the goal. Right, the referee, I'm giving the goal, and the linesman told him no, it wasn't in.
I haven't actually seen it yet, but I know I've seen it.
It's really farcical.
Who was it? Does anybody know?
Steve Clark had started Stacey.
It was the same. It was the same referee that sent Andy Halliday off at Morton. Remember, for fist bumping in the middle of the park. Same referee. I can't remember his name, so forgive me. But it was the same guy. Talk about a dithering people. I don't know.
It was a shocker, absolute shocker. Anyway, if you
but well brought up, by the way, well brought up. It reminded me the last time, same club, Partick Thistle, it happened to. And the boy hit the ball into the net, and it bounced back out, and the goalkeeper picked the ball up or something, and gave it to the referee. The referee threw the ball down and let the guy kick it out. Unbelievable stuff, you know.
Oh, shocking, absolutely shocking. Anyway, if you want to join us, give us a ring, give us your thoughts on the team and how you think the game's going to go. It's 0141 356 1972, or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. Right, how's it going to go, Rudy Bear?
It'll be a tough game. There's no doubt that it's going to be tough. You know, they'll come at us right out the blocks. But I think we've got a team now, as we saw the other night, that can take a bit of pressure when they have to. We'll undoubtedly come into the game in spells because we've got players on the park now who can play a bit, and you know, and they've got a bit of grit about them. Scoreline wise, I'm going to go for a 2-1. 2-1 to the famous.
All right. Blue Shadow, what you thinking, mate?
I agree with Rudy in the score. I was going to go 2-1 as well, but everything else I totally see differently, because if we allow the game to go as Rudy suggested, we're stuffed. We've got to come out the blocks, get in, just like we have been doing with every other team. Get into their faces, push them out. Don't give them room to operate in, and then they'll come away with a result. If we sit back and let them play, we're going to lose today.
For me, if Big Boran gets on top of Forrest, closes them down, hits them hard, makes them noise in again, that stifles a lot of their threat. Bridge.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a 1-0 for Rangers today. I was bordering on a 0-0 because I think it'll be a very tight game, very tight and tough game. But I think we've got enough of a threat up front. I don't know what their team is, so I'll assume that Boyata's playing. And that's it. That's the only ones that got a centre half that's of any good at all. So that's what I would think. I think Rangers maybe scrape through by 1-0. Hopefully, maybe scrape through by 1-0.
I'd take any of the results, Big Al.
Yeah, I'm on an emphatic one. That's what I want. Straight for the start, get right in their faces, pressurise them. If the worst we've got to think about is Nanek being their main creative player, we've already won. Big Boner running up that left there. He'll bury him. Get the ball into the mixer. We've got Lafferty there. I'll go 3-0. 3-0 the Rangers.
Oh, I hope you're right. I hope he's right, Rudy.
Yeah, I definitely. I would take that all day long, wouldn't you? That would make my Sunday night baby.
Look, the law of averages, I think I've said to you before, the law of averages dictates it's going to happen one day. Let it be today.
You're right, Al.
Let it be today, man. And
put down a real
sends
mark.
that message. The house of cards is falling there.
Yeah.
The house of cards has fallen. The disastrous week. I don't want to talk too much about it, but it's great, man. Imagine the ball, the boot was on other foot. They've got rats in the pie stand. They've got disco lights they can't use. They've got the Dembele dollars. He's away to France. You've got Nancho, the other black fella in the middle of the park. He's backing him up on Twitter and all this, blah, blah, blah. It's just been them, but it's been negative.
I heard that they got the Pied Piper in this morning, and even the rats said, no, you don't need him, we're out of here. So even they're deserting a sinking ship.
Aye. They opened the door of Fritzl's bunker. The power's in our hands, guys, and we have got them on the ropes. We just need to rip the heat off them today and put them back in their place.
If we could go there the day, Alan, put in a really good performance and come away with the result, that would
you have to come away with the result already.
Get a real marker.
I think if we went there and had a really good performance, but didn't get a result, we'd all be disappointed. We have to go there, make our mark, have that really good performance, but also walk out of there with the result.
Yeah,
to make that statement to get the final punch, and then 55 hours, easy peasy.
I hope you're right, Al. I hope you're right.
Oh, you're optimism, right? Again, if people want to join us, the last sort of 20 minutes in the show, it's 0141 356 1972, or join us at Skype at rangersradio.online, where you'll be brought in by All School Blue. On you go, mate.
Did I hear that right? That Boyota's the only bloody recognised centre-back they've got?
No, I think as far as I'm led to believe, I believe that he's, well, I'm talking about in midweek there, they were saying that he was the only one that was fit, and therefore that's one of the reasons why they brought him back instead of banishing him to the stands or the subs bench, and they welcomed him back with open arms because he was really the only fit one there. So that's all I'm hearing, and I think one of the other boys got an injury, because that boy Henry you call him, he came from Dundee to them.
Young lad. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's injured. So, and that Ajer, I believe he's injured as well. So, or he was. So
at Roderick's died as well.
Well, I hope he is, because I think he's probably been the most consistent player that they've got that's played against us over the last 2 years. He's absolutely rattled us a number of times and scored.
But nobody got into him. Now we've
I'm
got
saying that.
midfielders
Exactly what I'm saying.
Midfielders that get in about him, man.
I think Arfield will be in about his ribs in the first few minutes. See what state he's in.
That type of player. Their team: Gordon, Lustics, Bayota, Ajira, Tierney, Brown, Nitcham, Forrest, Rogic, McGregor, and Arward.
So he made it then, bugger.
Can I ask you to say that again, Oxtear? I just missed the first.
I know it's your. I know it's the team you like.
Fuck.
I'm not saying it again, Bridge. It's Rangers radio. But it's Gordon, Lustics, Bayota, Ajira, Tierney, Brown, Nitcham, Forrest, Rogic, McGregor, and Edward.
Okay.
Well, you see, in all honesty, it doesn't matter who they play. Regardless who they've got in their first team today and who's sitting on their bench or anything else, we've still got to go there and give a good account of ourselves and come away with the result. So it doesn't matter who they've got on the park, it doesn't matter who's injured or who's no injured. We've got to do what we do best, and that is get in about them, as Big Al says. Get in about them.
It's all about the Rangers, Rudy.
Absolutely.
It's all about the Rangers.
100%, mate. 100%.
Even our manager is saying that. It's all about... He doesn't care. He cares about one thing only. The Glasgow Rangers. That's all we care about. We do our job right. We walk away winners.
Yeah, I agree. But the one, as I said, the boy Rogic doesn't get in. He doesn't make himself available for somebody to get into his face. You know what I mean? He drifts. He drifts through the game. And all of a sudden, the ball comes. No, I'm saying that. We need to be able to watch the last 2 goals he scored against us, and he actually slid past our midfield. Actually slid past him and brushed him aside. We don't want that. Of course we don't want that. So that's what I mean about him. Nothing else. All the rest of them get tore right into him all you want. That boy doesn't want to fight. He didn't want that. Excuse me.
If we play, do we win for you, Rudy Bear?
I think so. That's what is the point me and Al are making there. You get in and about them. You don't allow them time and space on the ball. You don't allow them... Because, I mean, let's face it, they're a decent side with decent players. So any decent side with decent players, if you allow them to play their football, they'll play. It's as simple as that, It's an old cliche, but it's true. So if we get in about them the day and we don't allow them, we frustrate them, we don't allow them time to play, then we start to make our quality count. We've got quality players on the park there as well. So we start to make our quality count, I think if we play the way we have been playing up until this point in time, I don't see any reason why we can't come away with the result today. It's just as simple as that. They know what they're painted to be in the press in this country, anywhere near as good as they're made out to be. So if we get in about them, they scraped a 1-0 win last week against Hamilton. So if we get in round about this lot today, and we can make our quality count in the final third, as far as I'm concerned, and we can
Shadow.
I was just listening to their team when you read it out the day, and I was comparing them against our players, and they're no any better than us, no in any stretch of the imagination. I just don't see it, regardless of what their media makes of them. So I think, as I said, that pretty much near the top of the show, if we press them, get in about them, didn't give them the space to play, we'll come away with a result today, no problem.
Bridgeman.
Yeah, as the boys have said, it's what you want. You're looking for a typically good Rangers performances, not letting them play, not giving them that much time in the ball as much as possible. And wherever danger appears, we get rid of it. And we haven't even mentioned the leathern people who come through the fiddle and things like that. So, get in their faces as much as possible, but be very careful at the back, very careful. And defensive midfielders, you need to do your task today. Because if you want Barisic to be able to run up there and put lovely balls in, somebody's got to cover for him. So it's all there. We've got to do it. The game's there for us to win it. And I really think we will come away with at least 1 point. My only honest opinion will be 1-0 for Rangers.
Big Al, how important is discipline? Discipline and not getting involved, discipline and keeping your shape.
Ultimately, we have to have good discipline. It's simple. There's only one person I believe that will let us down with discipline, and that's Morelos. Now, we've just rewarded him for the lack of discipline that he's shown. and Chelmsford with another 4-year contract, believed to be 30 grand a week. If he shows any petulance today, man, I'd be ripping the contract up. He has to keep the nut and score the goals. That's how we'll get back at any team. End it winds him up, put it in the back of the pokey. Simple as. So discipline, very important. He's the only person I have any qualms about in the team in regards to discipline. But that must have been said to him before he put pen to paper. Please, son, please, we're giving you a chance. We're giving you another chance. We're trying to make you the focal point of our team. We can't do that if you're undisciplined. So please, screw the nut. Score a brace a day, Morelos. Prove that you can score in the big games. And Big Al, the global ambassador, I'll get half your back. So that's about as much as I can say about that. But discipline, discipline's ultimate. In any walk of life, you have to have discipline.
Oh, who's getting the call? Who's getting the call?
Oh, that was me. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
That's all right, mate.
Can I come in about that?
Oh, on you go. Go, Shadow.
What I was saying was, one thing that struck me a minute ago was, if you remember in the game we played 3-5-2 against Motherwell, when Lafferty was on with Morelos, it was Lafferty that kept grabbing a him. That every time he looked like getting himself in trouble, you get out of here. Just virtually grabbed a of him, get up that park towards it. Is that partly why perhaps he's put Lafferty in the day?
No, for me, mate. The Lafferty experience can score goals. And his attitude on Thursday night showed for me, Rudy Bear, that he's matured.
100%. He's a different player. He's a better player now than he was, because that kind of performance, you wouldn't have got that for Lafferty 6-7 years ago, would you? Well, you got it on Thursday night, and I thought he put a brilliant shift in. Absolutely brilliant. I want to see that many of that for him today, because if he's playing on the left, which it looks like he probably will be, he's got to get back and help out the defence. But a good point that Al made there about Alfredo. Look, see if they've given him another contract, which they have done, and reputedly on 30 grand a week. He's now got to start acting like a 30 grand a week player. 30 grand a week for a player in Scotland is a huge amount of money. Huge amount of money, Ox. So he's now got to start. Rangers are telling him what they think of him by this new contract. He's now got to start acting like a 30 million player. And by that, I mean, he's got to keep the nut. He's got to work as hard as he's ever done, and he's got to put the ball in the back of the net on a regular basis, because that's what that contract is telling him. Rangers expect of him, and that includes today. Doesn't he use doing something silly and, giving the ref cheat or giving the ref any reason to send him off the park, because it will happen. It's as simple as that. The media glare on this game is huge, and the refs know that in this country. So he's got to keep the nut, and he's got to act like a 30 grand a week player. Take his chances, work hard, and keep out of trouble. Simple as that.
What's your thinking, Bridge?
Yeah, I can't disagree with Rudy there. He's got to watch what he's doing. Not necessarily for the same reasons, of course, in my mind, but it's standing glaringly obvious. He made an ass of himself on Thursday night. Not just once, but twice within 2 minutes. And whether he complains, he says he was innocent or anything else, it doesn't really matter. As far as I'm concerned, he needs to do it, and this is the day he's got to do it and show them. And he's played against Celtic before, and he knows what they're like, and he knows what Scottish defenders are like. They will nip him. They'll nip in there and try to wind him up. We know that, and he has to just keep it going. That's all he needs to do. Calm down, keep it going. Put the ball in the net.
Put the ball in the net, keep it out of the net. It should be a good day. Blue Shadow.
It says keep the head, use the head, and as you say, it's in the end, stick the ball in the back of the net. I mean, I think with Lafferty if he plays on the left-hand side, and the supplies coming in from Kent, I can definitely see us get to. I hope Kent has one of his better days in terms of crossing, because he seems to blow a bit hot and cold. He can put a beautiful delivery in with both pegs, or he can be a bit dodgy and a bit wayward. So I hope he's on one of his top of his games for me.
All right, is anybody surprised that young Kent's playing unless we're playing a 4-4-2? Kent's in front of Candias, Rudy, and then Miguel.
I mean, I like Ryan Kent. I said to you before, Ox, and I really do think the boy's a player, and think he's getting better. He's working his way gradually into the way things goes up here at Rangers. He's getting better. as the weeks go by, in my opinion. I like his pace, his directness, I like the way he's willing to take, players on. I thought he had to put in a great shift on Thursday night. Every opportunity he got, he took the ball high up the park, 40, 50-yard runs just to try and relieve the pressure a wee bit. But I am a wee bit surprised that he's in ahead of Candace today, because Candace works hard on that side of the park, helping James Tavernier out, and they've got a real connection going, they two boys. So I can only think that it's more the directness, Kent and his pace that Steven Gerrard's looking at, But I'm a wee bit surprised because I think Candace has done fairly well in these games in the past. So he has, and he's got experience of them as well, whereas for Kent, this is going to be it's going to be some game for his first one. He's there at the Piggery, There's only going to be about 850 bears there the day, So the volumes are probably all going to come for them. It's a big game for the boy to step into. So I'm a wee bit surprised, like.
Miguel?
Me and Rudy must be telepathic. He said everything verbatim for what I was going to say. Simple. The only thing I would add, Rudy, is he needs to get his shooting boots. I think it was 2 times the other night there I thought he should have let rip. He took an extra wee touch in that. So
yeah.
Hopefully he's got his shooting boots on today. But also, I think we've got a weapon there in Candias that can come off the bench and he can chop and change and do what he needs to do. Look, Mr. Gerrard, I'm looking at that poster of Mr. Gerrard again. My wife's sick of him in the living room, but he's gorgeous, so whatever that man
Did you get one of the life-size cutouts for your living room for Father's Day, Miguel?
It's in my living room, it's on my wall, man. The maid's are like, who's that, Dad? Is that boy Jesus? I said, well, he's probably better than Jesus. So,
controversial,
aye. Anyway, I think Kent, as Rudy says, is coming on to a game where you can see him progressing, but just get the shooting boots on. I just want goals, man. I want him to let rip. He's dynamic, he's fast. Just get the ball in the back of the net for me. However it goes on, I don't care. I just want the ball in the back of the net.
Here. Bridgeman, what's your thinking in that? Are you a bit surprised?
Kent.
In front of Candias.
And getting picked. No, I'm not surprised at all. I think Kent's shown over the last couple of games he's a smashing player and he's able to handle the pressures and he's got a lot of energy, a massive amount of energy. And that energy might be required during this game today because they've just come back from, shall we say, the energy sapping games in Europe and things like that. So it might be they're just saying to Candias, you'll go in the second half type thing, rest them rather than drop them, But I do like Kent. I think Kent's come on to a great game and he's a brilliant play. He gets too. To me, the only problem is he gets too greedy when he wants to shoot. Sometimes he should shoot with his right foot and he pushes it that wee bit left, so he gets a shot in with his left. In fact,
do you think he's too fast?
Well, I don't know if he's too fast. He's very fast, but I don't mean too fast. So
that last. Well, you're talking about going to shoot.
Yeah,
you think he doesn't just slow there, and then
it doesn't slow enough, experienced enough to lift his head. To me, he doesn't lift his head properly. He's in the box, and I think he only sees one thing, and then he sees the gap narrowing. So instead of having a wee shot with his right, he pushes it up. He goes for another step, and he gets his step and he gets his shot, but invariably it hits the side netting or the goalkeeper pushes it out. But there are times when he's got support. He needs to calm down a wee bit if you can do that and look up. And I'm sure squaring the ball might be more better.
Anyway, we've been joined by a caller. Morning, caller.
Hi, good morning. 4:37 Denver, Colorado time.
Denver, Colorado.
Right, Denver.
You want a medal?
Right, I'll medal you.
You're up shining your piece.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I've been up for about the same time. Me. Greenwich Mean Time, mate. Falling up to. So don't ask me to feel sorry for you.
There's no need for that. I'm not looking for sympathy.
How you doing, Denver? What's your thoughts on the team, mate?
right. I've not seen it yet.
Right, okay, Bridge, I'll give you the team. Bridge?
I'll just tell you the team right now, pal. Right now. Yes, I'll tell you the team right now. Just let me put it back into the lobby again. Oh, shit. Sorry.
All right, I'll give you the team this now.
Sorry, pal.
It's Alan McGregor, James Tavernier, Big Boran, Goldston and Katic in the middle of defence. We've got Jack, Ajira and Arfield, Kent, Big Lafferty and Morelos. That's my starting 11.
Oh, attacking team. I love it.
The subs are Fotheringham, Worrell, Candace, Flanagan, Halliday, McCrory and Middleton.
Wow, Big Worrell got a place on the bench as well. Wow, that's something.
Right.
All right, and they're on the bench, mate. Experience for him, and arguably we're only natural centre half on the books at the moment because I don't think that's McCrory's position personally. Denver, how do you think it's going to go?
I'm happy with that, Fox. Just the fact that we put out an attacking team and Lafferty.
Can somebody go on mute, please? You're cutting right across Denver. Carry on. Whoever's making tea or coffee. Carry on, mate.
Great Ox, the fact that he's putting out an attacking team and having Lafferty and Morelos up front, that's fantastic. They may have shaken themselves for that mob,
Well said, Denver.
Denver, you sound a wee bit unenthused. I don't know what any reason.
Just the fact I drank the equivalent of a small child's worth of red wine last night, so I'm just kind of squaring myself up here.
But you'll not be hungover because it's no time to kick in.
No, I've not. I'm about to have a glass just to square myself up, just get me into the mood here.
I don't think he comes from Bishop Briggs. They wouldn't do that. Do you, Rudy?
No, he's not Bishop Briggs.
Bishop Briggs, wow.
Posh up there, aren't they?
Red wine?
I bet.
You joke?
It was decent.
They used to be posh.
Decent red wine I was drinking.
Was that a California? Sauvignon Blanc? Is that red? I don't know.
No,
it was VP.
It was one of you. It was an Australian one I was drinking last night, Al. It was one of your ones.
I think I've looked at the postcode. It actually comes under North Lamb Hill, where Denver used to come from.
It'll be Lanny.
Aye, well, how's it going to go, Denver Bear? Who's making the nose go on mute?
I fancy a 2-1. I think a 2-1 will be good. I think that's the way it's going to go.
All right, that's a popular prediction on the show. Rudy and Big Al went for that, and Wheels of Love also went for that.
No, I didn't.
He always. You went for 3-0. Sorry,
No.
It was Blue Shadow. Sorry. Oh, I hope Big Al's right. I just hope that Big Al's right.
How's the weather in Glasgow today?
Right, Bridgeman.
It was raining this morning, first thing. But it's okay
Get the
now.
weather report.
But it's okay now.
Didn't the rest is an English get I know. Me and Blue Shadow are between us about 400 miles away. I was in Australia. Rudy's in the Costa del Ayrshire. Bridgeman's were only Glasgow correspondent. Anyway, lads, we're getting near that time and we have to go and get set up for the game. Last words, first of all, Denver Bear.
Just go for the Rangers. Just don't lie down to this mob. Don't give them anything at all. Just be all for the Rangers.
The global ambassador.
Aye, I'll echo Denver's words. Just get right on about them, man. There's not much more we can do. Get right on about them, boys. We are the people.
Blue Shadow.
It's got to be straight from the off. We've got to get put pressure on them, make them make mistakes, and I think the delivery that's coming from the fullback Barisic and young Mr. Kent, I think we'll get a good goal from a set piece at least. So 2-1, come on the Rangers.
Rudy Bear.
Yeah, I'm going for a 2-1. We need to get in about them a day, not letting them play 90 minutes, concentration, focus, and Alfredo, keep the heat, wee man, keep the heat.
I'll go to the coffee maker, Bridge.
Coffee maker? I'm sitting here with a can of Coke. No, can I just say that I wish all our players good luck for today, particularly the boys that have never been in an Old Firm game. Huge good luck to you. And as everybody said, get tore right into them and don't think twice. Just put the ball in the back of the net whenever you can. Good luck to you. And can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, a massive game today. Keep it going for the Rangers fans. Keep it going.
Here, you mentioned the fans. I hope the 800 fans. Big, a personal shout out to young Mount Vernon. Stay safe, son, and all the other bears that are there. This is Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle. Let's go.
We are the people who sing of victory until the football glory from Kilmarnock to Dundee. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. A goal, we're ready to acclaim. A goal, to win another game. We follow Glasgow Rangers, our hearts are strong and true. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue. We'll be there at Ibrox when Rangers take the field. They'll follow on to triumph, for we know they'll never lose. And 60,000 voices will cheer the whole game through. We are the people who cheer the boys in blue.